Hello, George here, and we're back in my implementation of Five Nights at Freddy's, and my internet's still down. It's 8:30, and I still got till 10 o'clock, so why don't we do some more work? That being said, I would like to bring Pirates Cove into Substance Painter and fix it up a bit. So I think we can add a nice little texture to or at least more texturing to the curtains. Definitely improve the stage a bit from this sort of just bland, noisy texture that I created. And these lights also, with the same technique I just used before, can be made to work a lot better. So that being said, let's go to Outliner, which I still have open over here. And actually, let's press up and see if I can't grab that. So there's Pirates Cove. Here's the sign. Let's move the sign into Pirates Cove. And I believe all these items have materials applied to them. Really do not like the geometry on this at all. The text is... I used the wrong thing to work with that, I suppose. So anyway, we're going to leave that for the moment, but I might want to clean that up. So let's go ahead and work with it as best we can. And Pirates Cove, File. Oh man, that's some bad geometry. Export selection, Pirates Cove. Enter, and Substance Painter. Bring that on up. File, new, not open. File, new. Discard, oh, cancel. Save that first. File, new, save, select, and Pirates Cove. This is all good. We're going to go with 2048s for this one, and that's fine. Hit OK. And those are what we have to work with. We're going to need to go, we can see, look at those horrible normals going on with those objects. Let's see if I can't clean that up ever so slightly. So there's the text. Can I shift right click? Can we do something to this to fix it? Maybe quadrangulate it? It's already quadrangulated. If we triangulate it, God, that looks horrible. So what did I do? I created text and I extruded the text out, correct? So let's see here. What do I want to do? Create text, select, text is I want to do what? Pirate Cove Times New Roman is not a good text for this. I do not know what I used. So let's just start cycling through and find something that works. What is that? Amethyst. Amethyst is kind of nice. I like that one, actually. Baby Cruffy. You know, let's use one of those. Why not? Amethyst or Baby Cruffy? Baby Cruffy. Let's go with Baby Cruffy. It's a little bit more zany and out there. What happens if we... Let's go italic as well. Bold italic. Hit OK. Let's go ahead, hit apply, and wait for Maya to eventually do something. So if we did poly, we're getting the same kind of crap we had before. What's a bevel? Are these just curves, or if we hit apply, what do we get? Nothing? Oh, geez, we get this. Oh, wow. Check that out. That is nice. I like it. I mean, it's a little wrong. We've definitely got some self-intersection here, but like if I grab this and I go to poly modeling, and if we split this up, will it be, yes, it will be individual letters. So then if I can take the entire damn thing after that and we can unify them. I don't know if I want to grab the whole thing and unify. This is probably going to crash the whole thing, but let's just do a union on that. And yeah, see, that was bad. We'll grab the whole thing. I will separate these apart and I will make them work. So now we've got each one, and let's just play with them and leave them separate. Let's grab them though and modify center their pivot. This is what happens when you don't know what you're doing. You just wing it. Let's see. And maybe something like that. Pirates Cove. Friendly location for you and your loved ones. Until they die. There we go. So there's Pirates Cove. I like that a lot. Now we will let's first do UVs and come at this. God, can I quadrangulate this at all? Quadrangulate. It's these. This is scaring the heck out of me, what those are going to look like. But anyway, let's try it. Let's grab the whole darn thing. It is the whole thing. Nope. Fuse it, UV it, planar it, come at from the Z-axis, apply, close, UVs, UV editor, shift right click. Yeah, let's, this is going to suck. Maybe it won't. Maybe it won't. When my computer responds, we'll find out. All right. You know what? A few things we might want to consider. One is the fact that I'm going to bend this thing around, and I really only need half of all the available text here. Doing that is going to have the number of polys that I have in the scene, therefore making this a little bit less wasteful than it actually currently is, because I'm kind of worried about that at the moment. So let's go ahead and hide that, come here, grab some of these elements, and just start getting rid of things that don't work for me. Let's also go ahead and split them back up again and just get rid of everything that's not necessary. So face, 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 you, and you. And you, and what I'm going to probably do is, to make sure that this works, extrude them out onto a flat plane after I've done this, so that they all go back, so that when I bend them, they'll all lie flush against the back border of the Pirate Cove area. There we go. I don't know why I'm trying to do this whole busted out thing. I could probably it'd probably be easier if I didn't even attempt to do anything like that, but I'm doing it. Okay, so there's that. Then I got this broke-ass thing right there. Let's go to extrude, U, and extrude to thar. I'm going to assume that's one of the farthest points back that we're dealing with. So then the O needs to come along for the ride as well. Grab this, extrude as well. Push U back. And let's continue around the edges. So U, G, over, V, snap, good, and you, sir, are going to hopefully be at the same area as that one. Edge, grab, G it, V it, and continue. Now you are back, which is a problem. So we are going to move you. Modify center pivot. We are going to move you to hopefully someplace that has a center pivot. Modify, center the pivot, please. Modify, center pivot. W, there we go. W, WD, back, V, and forward. Somewhere there, I guess. Does that look bad? We understand what the text is saying, so we're going to go with it. Extrude, edge. I probably don't need to extrude it. I could probably just pull those edges back. But is it... Yeah, I can just pull the edges back after all, so let's do that now from here on out. I should probably go back and remove the other ones, because it is just adding a whole other row. It's not required. So let's go back and clean up our mess. Goodbye, and goodbye. And you are okay. You are not. And you, sir, are not as well. Whoa, that's not what I wanted. There we go. And you. So if you're watching this to learn something, one of the things you should probably learn is that you will mess up a lot, you will not know what you're doing, and you'll try to fix it. And hopefully you'll get to a point where it works. Bringing this over here now, frame on up. Let's rotate this around 90 degrees, get the UV toolkit out of my way. Channels, 90, enter. W, somewhere over here. Now I do want this to be centered somewhat. And this should be scaled down. And I don't want it to wrap around, I think, as much as it is now. Because you can't read that it says Pirate Cove very easily. So we'll go with that for the scale. I'm going to edit, delete by type history on that. Let's go to deform and nonlinear, and let's do a bend on this. And we're going to need to rotate this at least 90 degrees that way, and probably another 90 degrees that way. If memory serves me correct, that's 0, and that's negative 90. Okay, we'll give it a shot. We'll bend this 30 degrees. Whoops, you're not there. Here, 30, nope. Let's see. That's how we want it bent. So this should be negative 180, and 90. There we are. And we're going to look at this from the top down, frame up, and come up with a bend that works for us and what we're trying to do. So 50 is not quite there. What about 55? We can interactively do this, can't we? No. That's pretty on par with what we want, I think. Uh-oh. 55? That's what we did, right? Yep. All right. So let's hide this, grab this. Polyquad, no, that's not what I want. What is your material? Your material is Pirate Cove text. So right click, assign existing material. Holy crap. Pirate Cove text. Great. Let's go to this. Actually, both of them. Bring it on down. Put it there. And delete the old Pirate Cove text. So now we have the new Pirate Cove. And if we want to, of course, we can try to scale that up a little bit just to make it a little bit larger. I'm not sure I like that eye popping out like that because it does make the P smaller. So why don't we go in here, grab this face and grow the selection. G, 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 W, and I'm just going to do this, I think. There we go. Now you see that P. Pirate Cove. Okay, save. Great. Did I still have the UV set up on this properly? Low. Let's insert before the deformer. I believe I can do that. So planar, insert before deformer, apply. I want to do this from the x-axis. There we go. Oh, but I did it to too many things. Let's just grab that and apply. There's Pirate Cove. So now shift right click, unfold, unfold. And we're going to just assume, let's see, did it say something about things being non-manifold? That's what I'm going to guess, is that I got non-manifold stuff. Unfold. Nope. Well, it's going to stretch on the sides, that's for sure. Where is that selection? No, it is on the back. It is going to stretch, but it's not going to be horrifying. So we're going to kind of leave it that way, I think, but we're going to lay this stuff out so that they don't overlap. So let's go to shift right click and layout and just lay out the UVs. Let's see, 2 polygons are connected by their interior edges. Invalid mesh input. So what if we do G? 2 polygons are blah, 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 blah. You're no fun. What if we triangulate you guys, huh? What if we grab you, shift right click? I can't do it from there, can I? Let's triangulate you, and then we'll run something on you to make you not so bad. And then shift right click. Requadrangulate you, but that does nothing for anyone. What if we come back over here now? And wow. That's interesting. Let's see if we can't just let it auto seam and unfold it. Wow. Okay. G. That didn't work. Try that again. Auto seam. I'll do that again. Wow, that unfolded things in a kind of horrific way. Let's see what it looks like with our checker map on here. So actually, it's horrific, but in a way that might not be so bad. This V is really sunken in, isn't it? I can't really do a lot now that I've triangulated everything and screwed it all up. Can I grab all the faces on the front? Let's turn off that checker map. That's what I hate about triangulation. It just destroys everything about an object being, what's the right way to say this? Formatted in a way that Maya can apply a lot of necessary commands upon. Let's call it that. unfold again, because I know V is going to change. And let's go layout. Actually, let's do orient. Not that I understand what orientation any of these are actually currently in. Let's go back to layout, lay them out, and they should all be laid out properly now. It's proper as you, yeah, okay. We're going to say that that's good. Because at least our geometry now isn't as crappy as it was before. We're going to leave that deformer on there for the moment because it's helping us out a lot. And the floor is fine. I don't see any problem with that. I don't see any problem with these or those. So I think we can finally move ahead. So let's grab the text. What are all of these? Am I going to be afraid of all of these? Are these all empty? Oh my. These are all empty things. Uh-oh. What happened? Oh, thank you. Okay, I just moved over there. Let's go on a journey of deletion. Delete. Save. Cross our fingers on that one. Pirate Cove, and let's call that what it should be, which is not poly shape something other. Let's call that Pirate Cove text. Enter, save. Okay. Now, let's move along. Save, file, export selection. Move this on now, finally, to there. And jump into Substance Painter, file, new, discard, select, Pirate Cove. Yep. And there we go. Our new Pirate Cove, which I like a lot better than the old one. Geometry's clean. That E is really sunk in, and I'm definitely probably going to pull that out when we get back. All of our materials are set up right, it looks like. We're going to bake our textures. We're going to leave them at 1024. Go ahead and bake them all. All right, so what do we got here? Looks like all of our things are burned out. Let's start making this look the way it should. So we can use Maya as our reference. Coming back over here, it looks like a noisy gray, so probably once again some sort of a metal with a wood floor. That's going to be easy. We can just use the steel stuff we've been using so far. That'll be a good thing to continually use, as it creates a common, what's the right word for that? Just a common typical color and texture for everything. So Pirate Cove exterior. Which one are you? You're that, so we're going to go ahead with the painted steel on you. And I am going to leave it slightly blue this time. Leave it the default one, or maybe a little less. You know what? We're going to leave it like that, I think. Now we need a purple version of that. And do we want... God, now I'm thinking, what if we backlit it and we illuminated it and made things kind of look cool? Probably a bad idea. Let's just go with a plastic, whoops, not what we want, sign. Let's try, for right now, a plastic gloss. Let's see. Are you not working? Oh, that's the sign. Whoops. Control X, Cove, V, there we are. Now that's purple. That's a lovely shade of purple. I'll make it a little bit darker. Now, I don't have any AoE going on here, really, which is kind of bad. Ooh, look at that geometry. Ugh. Well, it's kind of psychedelic, right? That's going to work. I don't have any real good ambient occlusion going on here, and I want that to pop through. So I'm going to create a new layer and leave it empty. And let's go to our project and find these ones. So this is curvature. I want ambient occlusion. Thickness, position, ambient occlusion right here. So there's the ambient for the letters. And I'm going to put that in color. Ugh. Maybe I don't want to do that. Let's try going to color burn, maybe. Yeah, see, that's pretty nasty. Like that, those little triangles. Can we fix that? Let's go back to bake textures, ambient occlusion, and let's see. That's a spread angle relative to bounding box. Ignore back face, self occlusion. Oh, let's see. Only same mesh name. How do I keep this from doing a crappy job? Max occluder distance. That might be important for this seam. Or maybe I need to re-export it out. Maybe the geometry is bad to begin with. Maybe that's the issue, because that looks like a very bad face right there. See? Let's look at it in Maya. Sorry, we're going back. And take a look at what's going on here. So there's the seam right there, where we have a tremendous amount of geometry going back and forth, and it's really doing nothing for us. Geez Louise. Yeah, that's nasty. That's some nasty stuff. Can we do anything about that? Maybe get rid of a couple of these. God, look at that. Okay, so let's try to do something to help it out a bit. And we're going to make a cut. It's going to go up the geometry that way. And we're going to let this thing now connect this way for these edges. And the hope here is that because this has a better connection point than way over there, like everyone else in this place, the geometry is not going to look nearly as bad. What are other areas that are similar to that? So the O is a really bad one. The E has a similar problem. So let's jump back in. So there's the E. And let's turn off our selection stuff. So there it is right there. And why is that a problem? So frame up, zoom out. I'm guessing that's an issue because I've got two lines butted up against each other right there. You see that? So now what I'm going to do is multi-cut U to U, enter. And that should be better. And then we got this nightmare of a mess. See all that? That's got to get cleaned up. All of these little guys, holy crap. Holy ball. Oh, wow, that's just a mess. Okay, let us try to give up. Frame up on that really quick. Is there any way for me to, let's see, if this is the back end of this, we grab U, get rid of all of U. That's the naughty bits, right? If we hit W, we know that we have that. If we do a grow selection and grow one more and get rid of that, hit delete now, and from that we can clean things up, right? Because we should be able to edge select quite a few of these and get rid of, I mean, we have no need for 50 billion edges right here. We just need 1 or 2 at most. So most of these are going. There we go. And we'll multi-cut ourselves back in here. That's good. And you, what are you doing? So once again, no reason for nearly as many of these as we have. Let's get rid of a couple of the, oh no, you need to stay because you have an actual point to make. You go there. And that one can go. Okay, so there's that. Now this has no reason to be here, and that doesn't. So actually we're remaking quads in a way by doing this stuff, fixing some problems. You can go too. You have no purpose. You can go. I'm getting really picky right now, and I got to stop myself because I could do this all day. What else? Let's save the scene really quick. Actually, let's not only save the scene, let's move up to another increment in case I just blow everything up. Scenes 8. And I should really not be doing this in the main scene in case I corrupt it. Okay, what else looks like crap? So that's the E. I mean, the E's a little bad there, but not too bad. The V's not so bad. We might need to, if we're going to use the ambient occlusion, we might need to ramp it up to a 2048 after all, because this is pretty blocky. C is good. That E's crap. A's got problems. So it's A and E need help. E needs it on the letter. All right, so user. So we're going to do the same thing we did on the other one, come at it from the back end and try to solve the problem. And we only have you, right? Good. And let's do a grow, grow, grow. And it looks like we've grown a little bit too much. Let's get rid of you and you and you. Come at it from the back again. Delete. And there we are. I'm just going to grab the whole thing and do a cap or fill hole. Okay. Now you can't even see that now. It's just back there. But importantly, because you can't see it, we can do stuff like this. Whoops. 1, 2, 3, delete. 4, delete. 5, delete. Save. Now that was that bit. That still hasn't fixed this bit. So that's good now, I think. What I probably am going to do is just do that to break up some of that surface. I don't like this, so let's do that. I don't like this either, especially these. These are a nightmare. Let's get rid of those. And these, just reduce the poly count ever so slightly. Won't hurt. And then what was it, A? Oh yeah, look at A. So maybe we can do the same thing with A that we've been doing with E, right? We can grab all this junk back here. I think that's it. Grow, grow, and then what? Convert. Can we convert that over to faces, to contain faces? Faces to faces, and then just grow it out. Grow, grow, hit delete right there. And grab the edge, extrude it. I'm just going to push it in to this thing, I think. No, wrong way. Since the deformer's still there, it should go somewhat the right direction. Maybe not. Never mind. Let's just cap it. Let's cap the damn thing. Or actually, you know what? No. Let's grab... It's almost a ring. Jeez. Delete. No, let's do this. Grow and grow and go to two faces and contained faces. Delete that. Now we'll extrude the edge and hopefully bring this somewhere that's good for us and not bad. So is this really that far away? I guess so. All right, so we're going to push that all the way into there. Jeez. And now we can start getting rid of edges that just don't help us in the least bit. Those can all go. This can go and that can go. Those are not helping. A lot of these are not helping. Yeah. And then there's some gunk in there. And then there's this mess up that I just did. So why don't we fix that? Delete that stuff. Edge, you, and bridge, and you. This whole thing needs to be capped off. Where are you? Fill hole. And then actually, just can I get rid of one of these? Huh, really? That's how you're going to do it? Can I get rid of you? There we go. And then this probably, something in there probably needs to go. I'm not sure what's in there, but we're going to try to... Wow, really? You wrapped that whole thing? I'm going to try to get rid of a couple of these. I'm going to say that's better. We're going to look up here now. These are trash. These need to go. Whoops. No. This is trash. That's trash. That's trash. Are any of these actually necessary? Some of them look like they are. Some of the ones that split off like that, I just don't want to deal with backtracking. Look at all this junk. Jeez. All right. I think that's going to fix a lot of the problems that I've been having. P's got some issues too. Look at P. Man, oh man. Look at all that junk. Really? You're kidding me. What the heck was that? I don't even understand that geometry. Multicut. Multicut. U to U. Enter. And at least that's probably a little bit better than what I was just dealing with. That goes to that thing right there. Now that's... I can probably get rid of that one. This one looks like it can go. I gotta start being careful now inside of here. Going to get rid of that one. All right. If I do too much more, I'm going to end up really breaking something. I'm sure of it at this point. Okay. Let's save that. Save, edit, delete all by type. Oh gosh, no, that's not what I want to do. Save. I want to fix E though. E has problems. So let's go to my modeling tools, turn on selection constraint, angle, and like 5 degrees. And will that grab that? Almost. There we go. And let's pull that out. Much better. Much better. Okay. Now, I don't know how much that's going to impact my UVs. So let's go over there and check them out. And yeah, it screwed some stuff up. It really did. So let's do the planar again. And let's do the, what is it? UV shells, grab them. Let's auto seam these guys a bit. Now that we've done the auto seams, let's see if we can unfold them. And now that we've unfolded some of them, that you didn't get seamed, did you? Auto seam you. Try that again. You are not going to be seamed, are you? Can we do something with you then, at least? Let's try this again. Maybe it's already been, maybe it's good enough. I'm going to try once more. Nope. All right. They are what they are. Let's lay them out. I didn't orient them, did I? Screw it. We'll go with the way it is. Okay. Yeah, at some point you just say no more. Pirate Cove, you're there, file, export selection, and come up back to SP, FBX, Pirate Cove, save. Open up Substance Painter. Edit, let's see, edit, project config, select Pirate Cove, and cross our fingers on this one. Woo, look at that nastiness. We got to rebake our textures. I am going to take these up to 2048 just to make things look better. Oh, you know what? We got to abort. We got to do another export. Big issue right now, and that has to do with ambient occlusion and the curtains being doubled up on top of each other over and over and over again. We cannot have that happen. Our AO is going to be crap. So I need to, when I export this, only have one set of curtains actually going out. Going out. So we're going to hide, whoops. We're going to hide the ones where it's pulled back, I think, and leave the ones where it's visible or, you know, there. If I hide them and export them, will they show up? That's a question. Let's see. Yes. Let's try that. Edit, project config, select. I'm interested. I don't know. In Unity, if you hide stuff, it doesn't come up. Oh, it does. Okay, it does. Doesn't do anything, that is. So let's, we're going to need to temporarily, I think, take those curtains out of here. No, we don't need to do that. I'm just going to grab them as is, and we'll do it that way. All right. File, export selection, Pirate Cove, yes. Substance Painter, edit, project config, select, Pirate Cove, okay. And bake. All right, let's take a quick look and see if we like how things are looking. Still a little bit of an artifact on the P and the A. It's not horrible though. I think we're going to just let it be. I can always kind of clean that stuff up in Photoshop later on if necessary. Everything else is looking okay. I'm not seeing any really big problems. So we will stick with it, I think. That being said, this video is already going on 47 minutes before I edit anything. So why don't we go ahead and stop it here and we'll pick back up with Pirate Cove and all the texturing in just a little bit. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. So long, goodbye.